I love the sunset right here. It is so pretty. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Matter of fact, let me show y'all now because you know how quick the sunlight to move. Isn't that a beautiful view? Oh my gosh. And it's not too hot. It's like a light, cool breeze. I just love it. You see how the sun moving literally? That's what I said. Let me go ahead and show y'all now. But yeah, I'm here on my break reading the word, and I'm in the book of Psalms, chapter 25. I just read the whole 25. It's 22 verses in it. And I really had to sit back and be like, I want to read this again. Like, I really want to read Psalms 25 again because it's nothing like being able to, how can I say, there's a time where in life you've gone through something and God's word literally matches or is similar to what you went through. And his word comes to life even more when you read a part of the Bible that literally describes what you went through, if not to the T, similar. So I just want to read Psalms 25 again and just get a more understanding of it. I don't want to just read just to read, but I want to read to get an understanding of what God is saying in his word and what David meant when he was writing this. Because, there's times where you can read the Bible and you be like, okay, yeah, I read it. Yeah, I remember that. I memorized that verse. But there's nothing like being able to see the word come to life. Being able to witness or testify to the word that you're reading. And I just briefly want to say this. There's been times where before I really took my walk with Christ seriously, I would read my word and it'd probably be like one or two verses. I'm like, yeah, okay, boom, check. I read my word. I'm good with God. The whole time I still had issues in my heart. And it's like now that I'm really in tune with God and I'm really in sync with him, and I'm not going to say I don't stumble. There's days where I stumble. There's days where I don't want to read my word. There's days where I don't even want to pray, y'all. But I thank God that he's bringing me out of that season of not wanting to into wanting to. Because I'll say like a year and a half ago, I was in a dark place, a very dark place. I was not reading. I stopped doing Bible studies with my siblings. And they're always like, when you want to do Bible study again? When you want to do Bible study again? And I just never, I would tell them, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Knowing in the back of my mind we're going to do it. But I just never mustered up the strength, I guess, to even want to do Bible study. And the whole year and a half went by and they gotten used to not doing Bible study. So when I did bring up Bible study again, they were like, oh, okay. Not praying. And if I was praying, it was brief. It wasn't really heartfelt. But I was praying because my spirit hadn't gotten into a place where I'm used to, like I've gotten into the rhythm of talking to God. So my spirit was just talking, but I didn't really feel intentional about what I was saying. So I thank God, and I really had to pray. I would say, God, please remove this weight off of me because this is not where I met you. This is not how I met you. This is not how I want it to end. I want this walk with you. I want my relationship with you to be authentic and pure. I don't want it to feel like this. But there's going to be times where the trials and the tribulations are going to come in. There's going to be times where you feel like you're stumbling and you're falling in the race. But you got to remember what God said. The race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure. That's the word for somebody. So the race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure it. And those who make it to the end shall be saved. Now I'm in a place where I'm just like, okay, God, I want to get a new Bible. I want to just, get back into the place where I sort of met you, but I just want to be able to I just want our relationship to feel real and raw again. I want it to be intentional. I don't want to be feeling like I'm forcing myself to read my word. I just want to be able to pick up my word and feel delighted in doing so. So I want to read chapter 25 again, y'all. I am so excited. Like, I have this new Bible. I have to show y'all. when my mom and I went to Barnes and Noble and we picked it. Yo, that date was so beautiful. Like, my mom and I went Bible shopping, y'all. That was not even in the plans. We weren't even expecting to Bible shop, but we did plan to go to Barnes and Noble. We just didn't expect to Bible shop, and it's like God was like, come over here. So I got my new Bible, y'all. It says Thrive on the outside, and it's such a beautiful book. Oh my gosh, I have to insert some clips in so y'all can be able to at least get some sneak peeks on what it looked like. It is so beautiful. But here's the first page here, and it's just the table of contents, and it just shows you the different books in the Bible and what pages they are on and whatnot. This is, y'all, let me tell y'all how God works. Okay, mind you. Sorry, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. Every time I pick up this Bible, I get excited. Okay. Mind y'all, I've been talking about getting a woman's 1-year study Bible for the longest. I had plans to go on Amazon, look up one, never did. I did end up purchasing an NIV study Bible off of there. I'd have to show y'all what that looks like too. I do most of my highlighting in that. I do not want to highlight in this Bible right here. Like, this is just, yeah. This is one of the Bibles where I'm not going to highlight, period. Like, if I want to be able to take notice of, I'm going to get my other Bible again, and I'm going to highlight on that one. But this one is just, this is just everything. Everything is everything with this Bible. But, yeah. So, I was looking for a 1-year's women's study Bible, and let me tell y'all how good God is. God, mind you, okay, when I was observing this Bible, getting the feel of it, what caught me was the front page. Y'all see them sakura leaves? Sakura, that's the cherry blossom leaves from Japan. Listen, that caught me off rip. Like, I had to get this. I was like, Mom, yeah, no, this the one. I don't even want to look for nothing else. This the one right here. And then my mommy, she found a beautiful purple Bible with flowers on it. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the font inside is just, everything. One thing I will say about this Bible is it doesn't have red letters. So when I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, where the red letters at? They talking about Jesus saying this, but why the letters not red? So I'm just like, okay, Lord, we just going to have to make you do what you do. So, yeah, that's the downside about this Bible. It doesn't have the red letters, but everything else to the T. It has a checklist from January 1st to December 31st of the 1-year study Bible. It gives you the different verses for each day. It also has prayers. It has devotional readings. It has treasures of truth. And I'm going to show y'all what the treasure of truth look like. That circle in the middle is called a treasure of truth. And it just talks about, the truth about what the verse is about. I said about like so many times, but it has treasures of truth. It has, like I said, the devotional readings. This is what one of the devotional readings look like on this page here. So you have the verses on this side. And every page is not like this, y'all. This is just on one of the pages that I'm on. I have the verses on this side. You have a prayer here. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's a prayer. And then you have your devotional reading on this side. And you see it says day 111. Basically, so if you was doing the study Bible, if you started for let's say January 1st, like I said, and you were on day 111, this is where you would end up for that day. So, yeah, it's a lot of different pages. It even has emergency lines. Like, hold on, what did I say? I said table of contents. Yeah, okay. It even has emergency lines. And when I say emergency lines, y'all seen them, what do they call it? Like those pictures where it'll show you like, okay, if you need help from God about X, Y, and Z, this is the phone number, or and they'll put the Bible verse page. This is the reading plan, the 365-day key passages reading plan, and you have the check off boxes on the side that you can check them off with when you're done or when you've completed that day. I'm trying to find the emergency lines. Okay, they call the topic index to features. So basically, like if you want to find verses about seeking God, they have the different names, and have the different names, and they have the pages where the title is located. So say for instance, if you're looking for perseverance, you have different pages here. So you got the perseverance here, and then you got the different titles that I was trying to say, or contents, I would say, and then you have the page number here. So like you have different ones that you can choose, y'all. I really, really love this Bible. Like, it is so amazing. It is so amazing. But yeah, I'm just here. I think 10 minutes have been gone. I was supposed to have been in the building, but they'll be all right. They will be all right, because I tried to get most of my people done before my break anyway. So that way, if I was to stay an extra 5 minutes, I wouldn't have to really worry about catching up, because most of my people are done. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to show y'all what I was doing. I'm glad y'all got to see that beautiful sunset, and show y'all my Bible. Yeah, show y'all my Bible. I so love this. And this is the NLT version. So now I have 3 versions. I have KJV, of course, the OG. I have NIV, and then I have an LT. And I might go for one more version. I might get the amplified version. I don't know. It depends on what the Lord leads me. But anywho, thank y'all for just sitting with me on my break, y'all. Even though it wasn't much of a sitting with a break, y'all came the last 10 minutes. Like, what's that? Why you came the last 10 minutes? But thank you for coming anyways. So yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna go back inside, and I will see y'all in another clip.